Bam! Oh, look, I didn't even have my microphone plugged in yet, guys. I just got here, was fooling around and seen these fish, and I thought I better throw at them. I better throw at this school of fish that's moving toward me. I came back to the spot, guys. Came off in the net. Hey, like that. Well, there's my bait. Came back to a spot though I was at Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Bam. It rained all day last Friday. That's a nice fish, guys. He's a good 12-inch fish. Thick. I came back to a spot that I was Saturday because I caught quite a few fish in here Saturday. And I think Saturday was the first time I've been in this pocket this spring. This is the Tweety bird, silver bullet color. The Tweety bird, guys, has split tails. Yep. So it doesn't take much for them to move. It's an 1.5 inch bait. It's small. This is a number 6 hook. It comes clean to the back of it. But see how the thing falls off like a football? That's why it makes it look like it's sticking out so far. I have had a few people say, you know, I like the Tweety bird, but the hook sticks out so far. Well, that's because the back of it tapers down. But I think that taper shape gives that tail action. That tail will just sit there and just, as you move it, it'll just sit there and wave. But I went to a smaller bait here Saturday, and I caught more fish on the smaller bait than I did the 2-inch bait. I done good on the 2-inch bait, but I'm saying they attacked it. They was more aggressive on the 1.5 inch. So I thought, well, this morning let's try the 1.5 inch. Sometimes you just need to go to a little smaller bait, and you will catch a few more fish. As you can see, big fish like small baits too. All right, guys. It's been a few minutes. Made a change. I'll tell you about it here in a minute. Let me get this fish in. Sometimes, oh yeah, come here, baby. Come to daddy. Ooh-wee. Hey, I've been working around people with dogs lately. The woman I just finished working for had his little dog. He was such a cute little fella. He did not like me at all. I couldn't even get close to him. He would throw a fit. And I was working outside, so she brought him out there and put him on a leash. I thought after a while I'd get to where I could pet him or do something. Nah, no sir. He didn't want nothing to do with me. He's about 10.5, guys. That's a nice fish. Now, I switch bait colors, head colors, and I'm switching baits in this video. I got them some laid out here now, okay? I'm gonna switch some colors. I ain't gonna do the video on the same color all the way. This is Virginia shad. And I did look this morning before I walked out of the basement. I got all my baits, guys, on a shelf. I've showed y'all on the shelf, and I got the boxes labeled for Tweety birds in alphabetical order by the color. So when y'all order, I can go grab what I need. But I don't remember if I make it in Virginia shad or not. Sometimes when I'm shooting molds out there, I go, let's just shoot that color in the mold. And I got the mold sitting there, and I fish with them. And I don't keep up with it sometimes. That's what I sell. But this is the flash color. The difference between the Virginia shad and the flash, the Virginia shad has more blue highlights. See, that's the only difference, and it has chartreuse flake in it. Now, somebody comes online and says, Dennis, I love those Tweety birds. I want 3 packs of Virginia shad though, and I want 2 packs of this. I'm gonna order about 6 packs, 8 packs of them. Can I get 2 packs of Virginia shad? If you will email me first, I'll make you 2 packs of Virginia shad. Okay, that's not a problem. I've done that for a few people now. A few people have done that, and I've done it for them. That's fine. I don't mind doing that, but I like to at least be 2 bags. If I'm gonna go out there and heat the plastic up, guys, it'll take me about 20 minutes to do that. At least have a few bags, right? All right. Let's put this flash color on. The flash's got silver and blue flakes in it. All right, it's got a little extra flake. And if that blue highlight, they flicker a couple different colors. Now, the other change I made, what I wanted to share with you, after telling you I would make you some if you want some, because I had a guy, I had somebody wanted brim in a couple different baits I don't make it in. I said, well, how many bags you want? I'll take 3 of this one, 3 of that one. I said, okay, if you want 3 bags of, I was 2 different body shapes, I'll make it for you. All right, and I said, you order, I'll tell you what to order. Most of the time I tell people to order Blue Boy. Don't do that talking to me now, because that emailed me. And I said, you order 6 bags of Blue Boy, and instead I'll send you 6 bags of what you want. Then I got to go on the computer and add the Blue Boy ones back, guys. The computer keeps the inventory, right? I went to a 1/32 ounce head. Now I had the 1/16 on from fishing Saturday. Today's Wednesday, guys. We're gonna make the winner's video tonight. And when I was throwing it out there and bringing it back, I got to move it a little faster, this horizontal, right, to keep it from sinking. When I get to the fish and stop, let it sink, move it, they would come up at it, then I got to get moving again, then they'd swim off. Like, I went through that for about 10 minutes and about 8, 10 fish. And I thought, okay, I've got to slow it down. I got to go to a lighter head so I can keep it in the strike zone more often. This is a 1/32. First cast with it and I caught a fish. Sometimes those little adjustments in weights and stuff will make a big difference. Summertime, I fish a 1/48 around boat docks a lot. 1/32, 1/48, about all I fish summertime. After they move to a dock, after the spawn, or during the spawn, when they start moving the trees, I go to a lightweight, and I don't go back to 1/16 unless I find some fish deep, like on a brush pile, right? In 12, 15 foot, I'll go back to 1/16. Use enough weight to control your bait. That's the secret. Don't get too much weight, because if you move too fast past them when it's coming down, if you're vertical jigging, now I'm going to say this, if you're sitting here one rod in this vertical jigging, it doesn't make a difference, guys. I watched a guy today, he said, I put a 1/2 ounce weight on my rod, I'm using 20-pound braid, I put a 1/2 ounce weight there, then I'm running a 8-pound leader, and then I'm putting on I think he said a 1/8. I went, oh my gosh, you got to have a good stiff rod for that too. But he was vertical jigging. I don't do that here. Even though we have a little color to the water, I can tell you right now, when I see the fish get about 25 to 30 feet, they will turn and go the other way. I just had 3 doing it. I kept throwing at them. When they got to about 25 foot, they turned the other way. They can hear that trolling motor. They can see the boat. You're a great big blob on the surface. There's been a lot of water birds here this year and stuff like that. Some of them have finally left, thank goodness. They're a little spooky. There's been bass tournaments going on. Now look, there's 2 fish right there at 45 feet. I don't think I can cast 45 feet with this 1/32. Let's try. No, I can't. All right, I'll spray my line here. Oh, I'm right on top of them. See it falling right there? I'm right at them. Let's see if they react to it. It's falling slow. All right, I'm gonna reel it a little bit. Oh, he moved. I'm reeling it slow. All right. He's following it, which is not a good thing. If they fall too far, they won't hit it. And he's still interested. I made it pop a little bit. Try to get where y'all can see. See him falling right here? He's at 30 feet now, see? He mouthed it. He came up and just bumped it. That happens a lot, guys. I had to move, guys. I was sitting here waiting. I had to wait for a fish to come by. I seen a couple come by. I threw at 2 bigger looking fish. I figured these wasn't that big because it was 4 or 5 together. Usually, if it's 4 or less, they're decent size. You can tell. But this was probably, I still see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They done come back toward me too. That's a flash color. They're still a nice fish. He's about 10 inches. Bam. I'll tell you what, they're a little tough to catch today than they were Saturday. Saturday I had I was catching them pretty regular, you know. They was pretty aggressive. Today they're a little spooky. Like I said, I had that one bunch come pretty close to me, and I was surprised. But most of them, when they're getting 25 feet from me, that's it. I'm better off casting them at 40, 50 feet. I've got to move the boat around very slowly. And I'm better off for just setting and waiting for them to come to me. I know that's that way maybe they get used to hearing the trolling motor run as they're coming in. So, you know, I don't know, but they're very spooky. And there's been a lot of tournaments, bass tournaments and stuff going on here lately. That makes a huge difference too. So, guys, that's a nice fish. So far, all of them have been nice. One was average size fish, but the rest of them are nice ones. And this was on the sunshine color. But y'all here where y'all can see in the sun. Yeah, there you go. That's the sunshine color in the Tweety bird. That's a nice fish. That fish is probably right at 12 inches. That guy's been a little bit. I've been moved around a little bit. Like I said, I'm seeing quite a few fish, but the trouble I'm having is not all of them are interested. Some of them actually run from the bait. I had 3 come by, it looked like they was all nice fish, big marks. And I threw out there and I brought the bait up and they turned and started coming toward me because I was bringing the bait toward the boat, you know. And I kept reeling and trying to catch up with them because this 132nd I reel, it goes up, right? Anyway, I reckon that they thought the bait was like a stick or something after them. They followed it clean back in front of the boat, went under the boat, and then went to the bottom when they seen the boat. But they were just trying their best to stay in front of the bait, stay away from it. Oh, it's funny. And you watch them do that. That fish is almost 11 inches. He's probably 10 3/4. It's a nice fish. That's on the ocean color. All right. You learn a lot with live scope. You think, oh, they see my bait, they gotta come for it. No, they don't. They actually can go the other way. I had a couple already. When I got the bait within 3 foot from them, the turn went straight to the bottom. Yep. And I've had some turn go the other way. Like I say, and it's like you think it's a stick of dynamite or something. They move away from it. Bam. I'm just holding on. You're not gonna get in the trolling motor. You act like you're mean, buddy. You can't be that big. When you got 2 pound test guys, you just hold on sometimes and let them do what they want to do till they wear themselves out. Now y'all can see I'm in the back of the cove now. I've just been working my way back. I was out there earlier in the middle, and it's probably been 15 minutes since the last fish, and I just kicking along, and I'm seeing a lot of fish. It's just they're moving. Like I told you earlier, they're constantly moving, and I thought, well, let's go into the back here and look around, and it's a lot of fish back here. It's just that they're moving around, and I'd cast at them, and time my bait get to them, they're gone. I think that's a male, guys. Look at there. Isn't that pretty? This is the wild color. That's a nice male though. Look how thick he is. He's a nice fish. He's about 10 3/4. All right. Did he smack y'all in the face? That's what happened to me Saturday. One of them smacked the camera like that, and I didn't realize it till I got home. And I finished that video and made another one, and with slime on front of my camera. All right, guys. There's a wild color. That's a nice fish. Bam. Go on, buddy. Go and find your spawning bed. I think that's what they're doing back here, is riding around hunting spawning beds. Okay, there's that wow. And I'm gonna end it right there, guys. I don't know how many colors that was. I think it was, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was 5 colors I fished with. Anyway, hey, that was a nice variety of colors. Just trying to show you all the Tweety bird. It's been forgotten. I don't think it's. I was looking last night. What made me think of it. Last night I was on the site looking around, and it tells me, guys, exactly what baits are selling. And in this month alone, 90% of my sales this month have been the LC shad, and the others have been mostly the grubs, and I think it's been 6 packs of something else. I can't remember what it was now, but everything else was all shiners. The shiner swim baits. I sold some of the shiner swim baits. I think it was 6 packs of them this month so far. And this is mid-month, and everything else basically was LC shad and grubs. So I thought, you know what? I need to share some of these other baits with you. I know I forget about them, and I fish the LC shad a lot. It's just a good bait shape, guys. Again, they make it a 3-inch, which I haven't bought the molds yet, and they make it 1 1/4. And 1 1/4 is okay. I emailed them about 2 months ago, and I said, are y'all going to make 1 1/2 inches? They said, yeah, we're going to make a smaller one. It's coming soon. Well, about 2 weeks later, they came up to 1 1/4. And I emailed them back. I said, what happened to the 1 1/2 inches? No, we come up to 1 1/4. Okay, the 1 1/4 is fine for ice fishing and stuff. And I think I could catch fish on them. I had that little 1 1/4 bait last year I called the nibble that I borrowed a mold from a neighbor. And I was catching fish on those. So I know I can catch fish on the 1 1/4, especially in the summertime around docks and stuff. But I've only won 1 1/2 inches. And if they come out the 1 1/2 inches, I was going to buy the 1 1/4, 1 1/2 inches, and like I said, I'm going to get rid of the stingers, and we'll just have the LC shad in different sizes. That makes sense, doesn't it? Because it's my best selling bait. I think total this year I've only sold like 12 bags of stingers since January, guys. And this is mid-April. That's why some of y'all are going like, why do you want to get rid of them? That's why they're just taking up room on my shelf and they're not moving. I know if I had the LC shad and 1.5 inches, y'all would buy that too. This is an 1.5 inch bait, guys. The 1.5 inch bait can be great baits, especially if it's slow. The Tadpole Junior works great too. Okay, check them out. Lake Country Baits, baby, that's where it's at. Hey guys, Dennis, see y'all next time.